Game 1 of Stanley Cup Finals is officially in the books. And unfortunately for Florida, we did not win this one. And we have still, we still have yet to win a Stanley Cup game. And even more frustrating is we still have yet to even win a game in Las Vegas in short time. Never beaten Vegas in Vegas. This is more difficult than I anticipated. Not only for this, we haven't played hockey in 9 days. Vegas still had the momentum, even though they had those scary moments when they were essentially blowing a 3-0 lead, but ultimately won in 6. So Vegas had more of a momentum. But no excuses for Florida to drop the ball here in this one. Albeit, Vegas is a good team. And we'll talk about it. So in the first period, there was actually a penalty against us. But we haven't done anything like this in the playoffs, I don't think. Eric Staal, second goal of the postseason for us is a shorty. He has scored a wraparound, essentially around the net, but the puck hit the stick of Hill, and it went to the back of the net. So nice goal by Eric Staal. We have lead 1-0. Then we give up another penalty, and then we have a goal, but this one's on Vegas, where they scored a power play goal. It's Jonathan Marchessault. Yeah, Jonathan Marchessault, a former Panther, our old friends, scoring a goal against us. I bet you he's happy that he scored against us due to the fact that he has been drafted from the expansion draft towards Vegas. Then the next one, there was a good screenplay by Vegas by Shea Theodore, and Vegas has lead this one 2-1. In this period alone, Florida should have taken the lead or tied the game earlier. Tkachuk shoots the puck that hit the post. Barkov shoots the puck from long distance, close, but hit the post. By that point, it's 2-1 Vegas. We were rushing to try to tie the game, and guess what? It also hit the post. During that time, though, there was a lot of questions. So, first of all, why didn't Vegas get the power play, or why didn't Florida get the power play off a cross check? Seriously, Montour comes on the ice, he looks away, right in front of the referee, by the way, gets pushed down, cross checked right here, and his back turned that way. Why isn't that the call? Why isn't that a call? However, it's the end of the second period. Anthony Duclair scores on a wrist shot off the faceoff from Barkov and ties this game to 2. Third period, this was bad. We forgot how to play hockey. And remember this, we haven't played hockey in 9 days since we swept Carolina. We haven't played, clearly the rust is there. They forgot how to play hockey. No aggression, no nothing. Vegas was clearly a better team in this one. Zach Whitecloud scores a go-ahead goal for Vegas, and we were trying to tie it up, and we were close, but no cigar. Then we took the puck over to Mark Stone, and then he scores 4-2. Okay, we need to talk about this goal from Mark Stone. First off, it's a good goal, but the question is, was he really legal for that? According to the rule book, puck over the shoulders is a high stick. It looked like from a couple of angles, the puck was over the shoulders. Now, there is some leeway in this for sure. However, the same play like that gets called for a high stick. I promise you, I'm not making this up. Mark Stone gets away with the high stick. He got away with it. Florida loses a challenge, and they go on yet another power play. Bro, what that is? If you're gonna call something, you call it a high stick. That was, my eyes, that should have been a high stick. Really should have been a high stick. 5 seconds left for the power play. There was pushing and shoving, foul language, and Tkachuk got essentially tossed out of the game. 10-minute misconduct, which basically means you got kicked out of the game, you're ejected. And I believe Bennett was out too, but I didn't see Bennett walking through the tunnel. I saw Tkachuk going through the tunnel. So, oh, by the way, it was a 5-minute major. So, basically what I'm trying to say is this game got heated. It really got heated. I'm not talking metaphor where Vegas, essentially on a desert, it's really hot, and Florida is south region, closer to the equator, it's really hot too, where it's so heated, it's nice and water in the desert, you nice heated gamble. No, I'm talking about heated where they want to murder each other. And Tkachuk got tossed out of the game, and I'm afraid he's going to get suspended because of what he did against Vegas. 5-minute major, 5-on-5 through the empty net. Bobrovsky was caught on the bench, and right away, Riley Smith with the empty netter, and that's pretty much it for this one. Vegas wins this one 5-2. We got regroup for Game 2. Just like the Miami Heat, we got regroup for Game 2. Otherwise, this might be 1996 all over again, except with Vegas. And Vegas will probably get Stanley Cup faster than we do. How fucked is that? Knowing that we were in the league for 30 years at this point. 30 years. And we have not won a cup. Meanwhile, our cross-state rival has won 3. And 2 in the last 4 years. Think about that for a second. First off, still have yet to win a Stanley Cup game is embarrassing enough. At the very least, we could have won a game in Vegas. Right? Wrong. We still have yet to even win a game in Las Vegas. I believe that's embarrassing. We were close. We were pretty close. But in the end, no dice. Gotta do better in Game 2. Otherwise, we're not winning the Stanley Cup. I believe we still can win a Stanley Cup. Learn from the mistakes. Correct it. Learn from it. Work around it. And be more aggressive in Game 2. And maybe we can pull this off. And we can tie the series. Not only tie the series 1-1, but more importantly, win a Stanley Cup game for the first time ever, because it's been 27 years since we even been to the Stanley Cup, and win a goddamn game in Las Vegas. It's easier said than done. Anyway, congrats to Vegas Golden Knights for winning this game 5-2. They gave Bobrovsky a hard time. They gave our offense and defense a hard time as well as that. And if you're gonna say the referees, they kind of played a little bit of role, but in the end, it's really ourselves' fault. It's really ourselves' fault. So I don't know. If I was younger, I probably would have handled this loss much worse than I am right now. So it's only Game 1. Like I said with the Heat video, it's only Game 1. There's still a lot of series left. As what we learned from the Boston series, we cannot instantly write us off right away. And we shouldn't panic because we lost Game 1. Remember, we used to have this crazy Game 1 curse. Why is this new? I guess it's only new because we hardly ever experienced Stanley Cup ever. And the fact that it's in the west side of the country is much more difficult to even comprehend to how we play. Maybe that's the difference from now and, the rest of the playoffs. Who knows? I'm willing to bet Florida will figure it out. And then they're going to play better in Game 2 than they have tonight. We'll just see what happens. And, yeah, folks. All right, that's going to do it for this video, folks. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, more content, because Miami TVG has his back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG. Go Panthers, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.